In this video, I'm going to share with you everything I wish I knew if I was restarting school in Australia in terms of making better friends. But there was this one guy I knew, and I need a story to explain this point. He was a first footy player. And I remember one day I was sitting in class and he was down the bench from me, and he didn't do his homework and neither did I. And when the teacher asked him about it, he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had footy training." But when the teacher asked me, it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do it." I got cooked, bro. She didn't tolerate any of that from me. But this guy got so much more respect from his teachers. He got so much more respect, like people wanted to be around him and girls wanted to be around him. And I was wondering, like, what did this guy do? And it's kind of obvious. He was a first footy player. I know he was really good at footy and he was going to go AFL. But in case you don't believe my point, there's this other guy. And the equivalent of footy is rowing in my school. Like, that's the big thing that was really big in my school. And there was this guy who, yeah, he was a first rower, but he was a complete dick, like unbearable to be around. All he did was, diss you, be a bit of he was just a bad bloke. And this guy had a girlfriend and got invited to almost every party. That's when I realized it actually is as simple as just being really good at a popular sport. Because in our school, there's a day where everybody goes and watches you row. And there's also a day where everybody goes and watches you play footy. And so I realized that the main sports that give you this social boost effect, where everyone respects you, at least in Victoria, is footy and rowing. I wish that I did one of these. I picked the hard way by not doing this. And I learned something that helped me, still get by, still make a bunch of friends. But I basically went on super hard mode. See, the thing that I did really well is that I was friendly. There was this guy and he was all right at footy. He was pretty good. So he was like seconds footy, but he was super friendly. And you see the thing, this guy got invited to every party. He had no struggle with girls at all. He was super fun to be around. Honestly, this guy had his own friends, but he never made that a problem for him to go say hi to new people. Genuinely, I think one of the most sociable guys that I've met. And it showed in his life. Like, he was really good at everything. He got by at everything so well. And that's when I realized that friendliness is the number one thing you can do. But I remember I was speaking to some boys and they were like, "Oh no, friendly. Oh, it's weird when someone's speaking to everybody and getting out their show." And I realized how fucking low and shitty the word of advice is nowadays. Like, how is it possibly bad for you to go speak to everybody and make everybody feel liked? That's when I realized that the people who think that being really friendly is bad are just fucking losers, bro. I guarantee you they're losers. They don't really go to that many parties, maybe a few. They're just fucking dumbass teenagers, guaranteed. And so what I realized is that if you can just maximize how friendly you are, how kind you are to a lot of people, you introduce yourself to a bunch of new people, not pushy, not like, in someone's face, but you're just genuinely friendly and you speak to a lot of people, then all of a sudden your life is going to get so much easier. Now, bro, I want you to remember this golden rule for the rest of your life. And it's the easiest way to appear friendly. Make other people feel liked. Make other people feel like you like them. I remember I was walking through the hallway this one day, and this guy, he'd seen me with my boxing gloves, and I love boxing. And he said, "Hey bro, how you going?" So he greeted me with a smile. He said, "Good to see you." So now I'm like, oh shit, this guy likes me. And then he said, "Yo, by the way, how long have you been boxing? That's really cool." So what this guy did, those three things, is like the best way to appear friendly to anybody, is to speak, like, just notice something small. Usually a sport is a good, foot in the door. If you see somebody has like a Carlton hat on or something, I don't think they have hats, but like a Carlton scarf or a Richmond scarf or something, then say, "Yo, you go for Richmond, bro." That's an easy conversation into something that they're probably interested in, especially in Victoria. And as long as you greet somebody with a smile, you say, "Oh, it's good to see you." You remember their name. It's super simple stuff, but if you keep doing this over and over, and in the process you work on your social anxiety, you try and speak to new people, you put yourself out there, you become better at things in your own life, then it'll be super fast for you to get to the point where you're not that social right now to where you are later. Honestly, the best way to go through life is to just be smiling and strike up combos with loads and loads of people. And when you do this, when you go somewhere, like for example, when I go to the gym, this gym, the thing is that I've been going there for a while and I've been speaking to all the people I see there. So there's not a single time I go to the gym where I don't say hi to somebody because I've put in this effort. I've started new convos, introduced myself, and now when I go there, I'm bumping into people who I've seen before and I end up having really good chats with them. Now, bro, this was just a quick video of advice. I have so much more information in the course that I've made. Click the link in the description if you're interested. It is super in detail and it's not 100% complete yet and it's 50% discount. So if you're interested in that, go click the link. Have a good day, bro.